So, Paul, very competent and confident win.
Yeah, it was. We had to be resolute early on. Probably one of the longest throws I've seen in football. We came under a barrage of long throws, but we knew it was coming. We'd worked on it. We got through that little purple patch, and we started to get a foothold in the game. And I think the pleasing thing today was we played some good stuff. We looked relaxed in possession, and I don't think anyone could really argue if we'd have probably won the game 5 or 6. We created some good chances, but look, we've got a big week coming up. Boys' feet are firmly back on the floor, and we'll build into next week with a focus and quietly confident.
Bully got his first goal for the club today and beginning to show why you said the things about him when you signed him in the summer.
Yeah, I thought he was excellent. He's come into his own now. I've said in the press this week that this is a marathon. It always is as a season. There will people be taking the baton at certain times, and Bully's done that at this time. When you're looking at somebody like Al Ray sat on the bench, who I think was probably potentially our best player early in the season, it just shows you what kind of performance he's putting in. But once again, it's a group. I kept with the group today that finished that started the game on Tuesday. I thought about putting Ross Anna in, but I thought the group just deserved to carry it on. We haven't done much wrong, and the boys are setting their own standards. So I think it's very important now we stay focused in what's going to be a really big week.
Richie Bennett made one for Jordan and then took the chance where he broke clear excellently as well.
Yeah, I'm really chuffed for Bennett. He's coming on leaps and bounds in every facet of his game. I don't know what that is now. I think it's 6 now. They scored. And I think the potential in the lad is frightening. I think he'll get better and better. But just as a whole, when you look at our front two at the minute, they're not just scoring goals, but they're our first line of defence and working extremely hard. I read Danny Livesey's comments in the press during the week about our defence are getting a lot of the accolades. Moussa Diarra getting the player of the month. But sometimes we work extremely hard in front of them, and our front two work extremely hard to close people down and to make sure that we make it hard to for people to score against us. So just over the moon with the group at the minute, and we don't want it to end now. We want to get better. We want to improve them. We want to make sure we have a 50 or 60 game season this year.
A couple of questions we've had in from supporters. One of them, would you agree that we seem to generally be stronger in the second half of games?
We have been. I don't know why that is. There's a psychology of where we kick and we kick to a certain goal, but I don't think it's that. I've spoke to one or two of the supporters. I've spoke to my staff, and we've got to be analytical of players travelling, players getting the right amount of rest. We've had some really tough games for us of late, away from home as well as home, and I think I'd probably be worried if we started off really well and died later on in the game. What it shows is that we've got a lot more in the tank, and we seem to become stronger the longer the game goes on. So look, if it's the little parts of our game, the concentration at the end of a game are what I'm concerned about, and we can improve on that. And if we improve on that, like I say, we'll have a successful season.
And another question: do you see any parallels so far with the way you built your championship winning team at Mansfield?
There's some things. If I'm going to probably be honest, when I think the chairman said to me after so many games this season that we were better off points wise. The team at Mansfield had a great FA Cup run that year, culminating in us beating Liverpool. I wish. Losing to Liverpool. I think that was on and around the 10th of January. After we played Liverpool, we looked at the league table. We were 10th, and a lot of points off top spot. We had a lot of work to do, but I don't know why, but my sides always seem to do well after Christmas. So there's some similarities.
I remember a streaky 8-0 win against Barrow in the run-in.
Yeah, it's very much in my thought process then, because I got given the keys to a car at half time during that game. Surreal moment, but fantastic memories. Hope the Barrow supporters don't blame me too much for that. But look, I think what we did at Mansfield is that as a group of players and as a football club in general, from the chairman downwards, we enjoyed it, we embraced it, and it wasn't really pressure. When we came out to play Liverpool live on Sky, it wasn't pressure to us. We embraced it, and that's what I want this football club to do. I want them to enjoy this season and enjoy the growth and the improvement all the way through the football club, because that's what we're here to do. But more importantly, the talks with the chairman is we must enjoy it, we must laugh, we must joke, we must have a drink after, and because that's what we're all in it for.
So now we turn to the Lancashire Senior Cup on Tuesday night. No doubt you'll play several of the fringe players and maybe some of the under-18s.
Yeah, I think it's important we look at the 18s. People have been working very hard behind the scenes to bring good young players to this football club, to coach them. I think it would be really ignorant of me to just turn a blind eye to it. I want good young kids coming through, and some of our first team players need a game. We're not being disrespectful to the competition. We still want to win a football match, but purely my focus is on Saturday against Tranmere, and making sure that we've got a fit squad going into it, that are not just fit but are sharp, focused, and ready for the chance, if it's given.
And you'll be without Liam Hughes next Saturday, who picked up his 5th booking today.
Yeah, it's a shame because he's been playing very well. But look, it's part and parcel of this game. It's something that we have to deal with. I think if Bealey wasn't fit the day, he was feeling he's growing a little bit yesterday. I think we'd been down to 16 fit players. So it's something that myself and the chairman are constantly talking about. Obviously, there's one coming in. There might be another one or two coming in over the next week or so. Because, in a nutshell, we need to keep up with the Joneses. We're coming against teams with squads of 30, 35 quality footballers, and that'll pay dividends when they ultimately get suspensions and injuries. But we don't want that many. We want the right people to come in, because they've got to be right for this group, because this group's it's developing a great mindset, and I don't want anything to harm that.
Tomorrow we'll register Dan Crackerline, who you brought in initially on non-contract terms as a striker. You tell us a bit about him and what you intend to do with him.
Well, we signed him from Northwich. He was dual registration with Curzon Ashton. As soon as I saw him, I knew we've got somebody that I think potentially could be frightening. He's going to need getting up to scratch, rubbing down like we've done Jordan and Richie Bennett, Moussa Diarra. The kid's very, very hungry and has a desire to succeed. And I think we've got another one that's going to be a little bit of a diamond. We're going to have to be patient with him, a bit like Harry as well. We're going to have to get them up to scratch with the football. But ability-wise and a hunger and desire to succeed, I can't fault him.
And unfortunately, it brings a suspension with him, which means he'll miss the first couple of games anyway.
Yeah, it was. But like I say, we're going to have to be patient. It's not a short-term fix with these young players. It's always the medium to long-term. We want to get him up to speed as quickly as he finishes his suspension, just to make sure that if he gets past the baton, that he takes it on now. And he's more than capable of doing that now. More than capable. So yeah, exciting. Another good young player from clubs that a lot of people probably don't want to go and look at, but we've seen that it pays dividends. Richie Bennett, Jordan Williams, Moussa Diarra, they're doing well at this level and potentially could go higher.
Yeah, Moussa's been, as you alluded to earlier, been named the National League Player of the Month, and I thought his performance today, every inch showed that he deserved it. Yeah,
it's one of those situations where you think sometimes after the Lord Mayor's show, but he was outstanding. Him and Danny have been absolutely amazing, and I'm so chuffed for Moussa, because in this business there isn't many like him, and what I mean by that, he's such a good, honest, great guy, and a person that you just want. I want him to succeed at anything he does. He's a dream to work with, a superstar as a human being, and I think he's getting better and better every week he plays.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.